Hi everybody, welcome to how we're going to do our travel reviews. We're going to have a preface, which is what we're going to do here today, about how the trip went getting to the campground. And then after the actual review itself, we'll do a wrap up to let you know our final thoughts. So we're going to start today with the trip we were at the Encore Twin Lakes in Chocowinity, North Carolina. And then we came to Williamsburg in, obviously, Williamsburg, Virginia. And that's 1,000 Trails. So since he was driving, I'm going to let him take over. And by the way, this is Tom. I've mentioned him before. This is actually the first time I've been able to get him to sit with me and do this.
Hey everybody. Leaving Thousand Trails Twin Lakes, we went up Route 17 to 664, which is the Monitor Merrimack Bridge Tunnel. One thing to keep in mind, you will have to stop and pull over at the inspection station to make sure they need to check that your propane tanks are turned off. They're not allowed to touch anything. They just have to see you turn that knob to where it's fully closed. Then we picked up 17 again and came into Virginia and into Williamsburg. And trip was pretty uneventful.
It was a rest stop right over the Virginia line that we did pull off. One thing, as a larger size RV, we do take time to sit down and review the plan like a day or two before. Tom looks for rest stops. If there's no rest stops available, then we look for like large parking lots, places where we could actually pull off and take a break if we need to. So that is the first part of our review. If you hang around for a few seconds, we're going to do a short intro. Then there'll be the actual review, and then we will be back to give you our final thoughts.
Oh, the engine hums a country tune, the sun begins to gleam. Tom and Karen smiling, living out their dream. From dusty desert highways to the mountains, misty cold, with her beside them. And off they roll.
So this is the activity center and the office. Over there is where you'll check in, and that's the entry to get back to the back pool. Currently under construction. They're doing a lot of updates here right now. It looks like a lot of re-siding and just generally sprucing things up. Now we're going to go around the back to see if we can see the pool. So this is an arcade. The membership specialists are also in this building. As you can see, this is the pavilion. Got a lot of construction going on. Pools are getting ready to be opened. It's the pool service here, getting them ready to go. There's a kiddie pool, a regular pool, and then this is the playground and the mini golf. Very compact park. It's really only about 160 sites, give or take, and it is very, very well laid out. This is the main road that you would come in when you were bringing your trailer in for the first time when you checked in. Everybody comes down Independence and then goes off to other roads depending on where they're going. There's a basketball court here, and in that building there is actually an indoor pool and hot tub that's open all the time. Well, from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. I'm going to take a look at one of the bathhouses. This again is independent, so this is where you would come through to get to your particular site. And as you can see, this bathhouse has been recently updated. It's much newer looking, much cleaner looking. The bathhouse near our site, which you see in the site-specific portion of the video, is definitely in need of a little bit of TLC.
Morning.
And again, this is a lot of seasonal sites through here and cabins, obviously. This is for longer term park. The area in the middle is more of a transient situation where people are coming and going a couple of weeks, a couple of days, whatever it might be. There's another section of seasonal on the far side of the campground, but we didn't really even go in that area while we were here. To our rig. So we'll go up we're located off of Colonial, which is coming up. These are pretty much all pull-through sites here. So it makes it pretty easy to get in and get up. See, there we are. There's the beautiful end of the Alliance rig that we drive. And there's Tom's truck next to us. Give him a little free plug. So as promised, here's the first site-specific video for our campground tours. We are currently at Williamsburg, Thousand Trails. This is site B30. As you can see, it's a really, really good sized site. We obviously are larger. We are 44 foot long. At our widest point, we are 19 feet across, and that would be at the side patio to the other side of the slide. As you can see, plenty of room on this site for chairs, fire pits, picnic tables, pretty much whatever you want. In fact, we actually are able to park the truck in this spot right here when Tom's not out doing jobs. This would be where he would park it. One of the really nice things is a lot of these sites here are just like this. They're very big. They've got a lot of space. It's got 50 amp hookups. And as you can see, it's pretty well located. It's right across from one of the bathhouses. So if that's your thing, it's a great location for that. Very shady. This is only end of April, so it's lots of shade already. As you can see, we've got our back patio out. And it looks like from that angle that you're partially over the road, but you're really not. The road doesn't have a nice curve, and there's a lot of space here for them to maneuver around us. But Tom did put pool noodles on it just as a, hey, here I am type thing. Now coming around this side, this is a pathway between rows, I guess, or for people to come through to the bathhouse or whatever. We've got our golf cart parked here, and then the other side of the rig. Again, you can see this slide here, the one that we're right next to. That is the other side of the side patio, and that is where we are at our widest. We're also 13 foot 6 inches tall. So as you can see, we've got good clearance, lots of trees. They do keep the trees trimmed back a lot, so it does seem to help. Water and electric hookups. Got the Starlink out, getting good cable here. No issues with streaming anything. Overall, I think this is a really, really good site. All right, welcome back. We hope you enjoyed the review. Obviously, we're still pretty new at this, so they're going to get better. Actually, maybe a little bit more detail because we're still figuring out the things we want to include. For our final thoughts, we're going to talk about places that we visited, restaurants, that type of thing, to give you an idea of some of the stuff to do. From Williamsburg, it's actually pretty well located. You can definitely hit Williamsburg. We went to Merchant Square one day and we spent a little bit too much money at the cheese shop and the hot sauce shop. And, you know, it was a good time to just walk around. It was a little too hot to actually go to Williamsburg while we were there. So we're going to do that on another trip. But of course, being from the Maryland, Virginia area, we've been to Williamsburg multiple times. but we actually had never been to Merchant Square to my memory. Another area that is nearby is Jamestown. Again, we've done Jamestown before, so we did not do it this trip, but it is an awesome, awesome visit, especially if you've got little kids, because the reenactments, the setup of the historic buildings and villages and huts was just fantastic. Now for food, we ate at Honey Butter's Kitchen, I think is what it was called, Honey Butter's Kitchen, pretty close to the campground, like less than 5 minutes away. And it is a good food. It's good food, good sizes. I probably think it would be excellent for like a family with children, because they had a good kids menu, you know, all the basics, burgers, fried chicken, wraps. I mean, just about anything you could ask for. There was some variation of it on the menu. After we were in Merchant Square, we did go for a sushi lunch. It actually wound up being at a restaurant called Thai Terra Sushi and Bar, and Tom likes anything with Thai. The summer rolls were delicious, and you had tom yum soup, and of course we had sushi, and everything was just fresh and well prepared, and it's a little on the pricey side, not too bad, but definitely a good mom and dad or just a couple's dinner. We enjoyed it tremendously. We actually went on lunch, so it was a little bit less expensive than it would be at dinner. So, final thoughts. Would we go back to Williamsburg?
Yes, the campground is, the staff are super friendly. All the campers, the permanent residents, very nice, very cordial. Some of the sites, you might be, your wheels might be off the ground. Ours were on the passenger side.
Just a smidge.
But the site was large enough for us, and we really enjoyed our time there. We were able to have a fire, sit out, and
it was quiet at night. Now, granted, we were there before summer really was going. We were there in middle of April to the beginning of May, so campground had really just opened for the season. There was still a lot of pool construction going on. I understand that now they've actually closed the indoor pool and hot tub to begin renovations on that, since the outdoor pool is now open. So that's, again, something that's going to change as they get it done, but they're doing a really good job renovating out there. So honestly, I think it's definitely a visit again when we're back in the area.
yeah, the staff was just outstanding, and just when you're driving through to find your site, take your time. It does feel like there's a lot of tree limbs hanging over, which there are, but you have plenty of room to get through.
So we hope you liked the review. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them in the comment area, and I will be happy to answer them, and it will be me, not him. But hopefully you enjoyed this enough that you are going to like, share, subscribe, and make sure to hit that notification bell so that you don't get left behind as we roll through our journey.